Hello, world. The editor of La Voce and vice president of the Italian American Club, and we have the great fortune of interviewing another entertainer. This is an up-and-coming entertainer, Savannah Sgro, daughter of Tony Sgro, famous attorney here in Las Vegas. And Savannah, thank you for taking the time to see us. I know
Thanks for having me.
as an entertainer, you're not nervous at all, right?
Oh, yeah.
You do this all the time. Okay. And so we were just talking about your what it was like getting accepted into the school. We're going to come back to that, but that was caused me to say stop. Let's just turn this thing on because this is just too good. You have very positive energy, and I think you're going to make your parents proud. But speaking of your parents, what are your Italian roots?
My dad's side is the Italian side, so my grandparents on his side come from Italy and then Canada, and then that's how he's here. And my mom's side is an Italian.
What is she?
She's English.
Oh, okay. And well, I don't know what to say now. So you grew up here? You're born here?
Yes.
And so all you know is pretty much Las Vegas?
Yeah, I've never lived anywhere else.
But you've been to Italy?
Yes.
Right? You have your crazy cousins over there?
Yeah, I do.
And what was that like, going to Italy for you? How old were you the first time you went?
I think I was like 13.
Okay.
14.
And so were you excited the whole plane flight?
I was super excited. It was like the longest plane ride ever, though, because I was super excited.
And you went with the whole family?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long did you go?
We went the first time, I think, for like 10 or 11 days.
Okay. And so what time of the year? Summer?
Yes.
Was it in August?
It was probably in July.
Okay. So people were still around. Everybody wasn't on vacation.
No.
And so did you go see your relatives, or what was it?
Yeah, we met some of our relatives in Rome.
Okay.
And we just ate and ate and ate.
Okay. And what did you eat?
Well, my favorite thing, I don't know why, but I never have like calzones here because they don't have very good ones, I guess. But in Italy, I loved calzones, so I had that for pretty much every meal. And pizza.
What do you mean every meal?
Like
breakfast?
Well, not breakfast, but like lunch and dinner, like every day.
Did you have a particular type you liked, or did you just
I just
try
like
something new? Okay. Cheese. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
And what else did you do in Rome?
We just looked at.
Did you go to the fountains?
Yeah, we went to the fountains and the Colosseum and just played tourist.
What did you think? What was
It was beautiful. It was like unlike anything I've ever seen. It was super cool.
And so, what did you think of what Rome looked like versus the Venetian here, Caesar's Palace?
It's close.
Really?
Nothing can touch
that's
it.
Kind of a trick question.
Nothing can touch it. It's like, I don't know, it's crazy.
We have talked to a lot of people who come from Italy to Las Vegas, and they appreciate the Venetian, even though it's not 1,000 years old or 2,000 years old, but that the workmanship is very high quality.
Yeah, it's really good.
And now, what about the music? Do you like Italian music?
Yeah.
Music?
Yeah. I don't really. I listen to more like indie singer-songwriter stuff, but.
American?
Yeah.
Or Italian?
American.
Okay, good. And so we're going to spend most of the time talking about your music career, but I just, again, want to get a little flavor for your Italian roots because, this is the Italian-American community. So what lessons did you learn from your dad that might have helped you get to where you are today?
I don't know, he was just always like pushing himself and hardworking, so that taught me to be hardworking, I guess, too.
Discipline?
Yeah.
Not quitting?
Yeah. I always like to follow through with stuff.
And where did you go to high school?
I went to Centennial High School.
Okay, all right. And how was that?
It was good.
And did you play any sports?
I did tennis all 4 years.
Okay. I have a daughter that goes to Coronado. She plays lacrosse, and I think they usually beat Centennial, but Centennial I think has a good team.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And when did you graduate?
I graduated last June.
Okay. So I have a niece that graduated. She's going to UNR. And, well, her name will come to me. I saw her this week. Please, we're close. We're really close. And her brother's name was Blaine.
Okay.
But, so 1 out of 2. But so now we'll just skip forward to your learning music. You always liked music?
I always liked music, yeah. I played piano since I was a little kid, and then I always used to sing, but when no one was home. So I didn't start singing out in front of people until like 2 or 3 years ago, and that's when I started, like, I asked my mom, I was like, oh, there's an open mic here and here. Can I do it this weekend? And so that's when I started doing it, and it was like really bad at first because I was super nervous. And
but you had enough courage to go up and sing.
Yeah.
You weren't being pushed, right? You were the one saying, there's an open mic, can I go?
Yeah, I wanted to do it.
Huh. And so you just, as far as back as you can remember, you loved music?
Yeah.
You loved singing? And you probably had a lot of people say, boy, you have a good voice. Right?
Yeah. At first, not, well, kind of. I just wasn't like confident in myself, so I wasn't like, I don't know. I didn't bring open mics and stuff, but I was still super nervous and like freaked out.
Okay. Now what about karaoke or karaoke? Do you like doing that?
No, I don't, because I play instruments, so it's, I don't know, some of the karaoke is like cheesy. I like to do it for like fun, like if we're all, if my friends and I go out, it would be funny.
So when you sing, do you usually like to play an instrument while you're singing?
Yeah.
Is it always? Or do you ever just get up with the mic?
Most of the time it's me playing with an instrument.
Okay. And you surprised me earlier when you said you don't read music.
No, I don't. I play by ear.
Okay. And you said you tried to learn.
Yeah, I tried to learn a couple times when my mom or dad would have me take piano lessons, but I just don't really have patience and I get frustrated, and I just try to guess the notes, but I have to learn. It would make me so much better.
But okay, so despite that, you were able to be accepted into the best music school in the country, or in the world, probably. Did you say it's the world?
I don't know. It's a good music school.
And the name is
Berklee College of Music.
College of Music. And it's where exactly?
It's in Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston. There's a lot of good schools in Boston.
Yeah.
Right? Is it near any of them, Harvard or Boston College? Or?
It's really close to Boston University, and Boston Conservatory, and Harvard is like only 20 minutes away. So. Okay.
And so how long did it take to get approved to go audition?
Well, like for my parents?
No, just for you to, well, when did you want to apply there? When did you first have that idea?
Okay, so I was always going to go to Utah for college, and because that's where my brother was going and my sister was going, like my cousins and stuff. So I don't know, and then I started looking at music schools, and some of them were in California, and then my mom was like, it's too far away. So I was like still looking at schools, but then I saw Berklee and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever, because like I've always like been writing songs and stuff, and that was like the only school ever I've seen with a songwriting major. And so I was like obsessed with it. I see. And so I was just looking at it and looking at auditions and stuff, and I told my mom, and she was like, is that a joke? Oh my gosh, no. So far. And so so yeah, then I found an audition time, and Are they auditioning all year round, or is this like going to other universities where it's, you know? They have pretty set times. Okay. So yeah, And how long between the time that you got the audition and it actually was? Like, is it 2 months out, or is it next week, or? It was probably a couple months before. Okay. Yeah. So did you spend a lot of time getting ready for it? Yeah, I was really nervous. They send you a packet of here's what you need to do? No, just online. There's just, they say what you're going to need. They have, they said there's going to be like a 15-20 20-minute interview, and then they say like, be ready for this and this and this and this. So.
And so on the plane flight out, is that all you could think about?
Yeah.
It's actually happening?
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
because
God.
we went a couple days before the audition, so then even then I was like so nervous because I didn't really have anywhere to practice. So actually when I got there, I practiced in Guitar Center that's right by the school. I was just singing in there with somebody actually in my hotel was auditioning too, so we like both went there and we're just like messing around.
And how were they at the Guitar Center? Happy?
I don't really think they cared.
Oh, okay. I would think they would be happy.
Yeah.
They would be, having talented people come in. So, and then you had the audition. What did they say when it's over? Thank you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, do they give you any idea?
No, the first thing when you walk in, they give you sheet music, like 10 or 15 pages, and they just say,
and you said,
okay.
Right.
Yeah, they just say, okay, study all these, and we're just going to choose a random page for you to sight sing. So, because, like, my voice was, like, my main instrument. So, I was just looking at the paper, and I had a piano in front of me, and I was, like, trying to figure out the notes, and I was like, okay, well, I have no idea what I'm doing, so here it goes. And so they called me in the room, and then
So they didn't know that you couldn't read music?
No. So the first thing
and you
was...
didn't say, why I can't read music?
No, not at first. So they have you do multiple things. So the first thing was, since songwriting was going to be my major, they had me sing and play on the piano my original song. And then that one, okay. And then, like, a verse and a chorus of a song, like a cover song. And then she just started playing guitar, and she was like, okay, sing. And I was like, sing what? And she was like, just improvise. And I was like, what?
Wow.
So basically I was just kind of scatting and like oohs and ahs and stuff. And then there was like rhythm exercises and like a bunch of other stuff. And then pitch reference. And then came the sight singing. And I was staring at the paper, and I tried to do a couple notes, and I was like, sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is embarrassing. And then she just said, oh, it's okay. And then after
That's
that,
it?
just, yeah.
Wow.
And then they're like, okay, now you're in another room.
So you were nervous the whole time, thinking, oh, brother.
Yeah.
And then it was just, no big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I went into another room, and then you have to wait again with a whole bunch of other kids, and they give you, and then they call your name, and then you walk in for the interview.
So when you say kids, you mean people your own age?
Yeah, people that were like auditioning as well.
Okay. Now, were there any older people?
No, mostly everybody was my age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Graduated from high school.
Mhm.
Okay. And then what happens? How does it end?
And so they don't tell you anything. They just
say thank you.
Okay.
We'll
thanks.
let you know.
Yeah.
And what did you say when you left out? What's the first thing when you walked out and your mother was there, or whoever was there? Was it like on American Idol where you go out of the room and everybody's waiting and you start crying?
No. I just walked out and was still like nervous, but I was like, well, I did the best I could, so hopefully that's enough.
And it evidently it was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how? So you were home nervously waiting, like they said, well, we'll let you know in 2 weeks or a month, or
yeah.
What did they say?
I think it was either a few weeks or a month, and so I would just be checking my email because they said on or before this date, and I was like, seriously?
By email, not by mail.
Yeah, by email.
Okay.
But the mail was coming after
later.
The email, so I just kept checking my email, and then I got an email one night.
So you saw it. Were you thinking, should I open it?
I was just freaking out. I was laying in bed, and I just happened to open my email, and it said, I got in for the
So like the subject
semester.
line, it didn't say, it wasn't.
No, it just said check your application portal. So then I had to go and click, and it was like, Dear Savannah. Yeah.
Okay. Were you thinking right before you found out anything special like, okay, here we go, this is either great news, or you just dove right in?
Well, I was like, either I'm supposed to go here or I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So seems like you have very stoic attitude. If you can't, you did the best you could.
Yeah.
And it worked out. And then, what did you guys celebrate?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah. My mom was just she was happy, super happy.
Start screaming?
Yeah, I was jumping up and down.
Wow. And so now, when was that? How long ago did that occur?
So that was probably in like November-ish. And so that's or probably before that, because I got accepted for spring and not for fall, so it was like a long ways away. So I was like, oh, it's not right now. So
since then you've been learning the practice of law?
Well, I've been working here, and I've been on the personal injury side. So yeah.
Okay. Good.
I'm just filing and stuff.
Yeah, kind of a very Italian thing. Did you think your dad worked in the food brokerage business at all when he was growing up? Did he work with his parents?
No. He was just doing law stuff.
Okay. Even when he was like 12?
Oh, I don't know. He had a lot of jobs.
Okay. Hard worker?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you said you picked up some of the things you learned from your dad.
And my mom, she was always very, like, independent and, like, just got things done. And she's always been a super hard worker.
And so now you're going to go away to school when?
May 17th.
For how long?
The first semester is 12 weeks long, so it's until August.
And then you come back for?
Probably like 30 days, and then fall semester will start in September.
And is this 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
Wow. And so briefly, you were saying how many people how many, did you say Grammys? How many?
There's, I don't know the exact number, but there's well over like 200.
And a large number of those are people who are still alive. Right?
Yes.
And so who are some of the current people that are, they went there? Maybe they graduated, maybe they didn't. But.
John Mayer went there. He's a singer-songwriter, and Bruno Mars and Meghan Trainor, Imagine Dragons, some of them went there.
Did you go to Life is Beautiful here?
No, I didn't.
Too young?
No, I didn't go.
Okay.
I think it was out of town.
I see. Okay. And do you like Imagine Dragons?
I love them.
Okay.
They're super involved in like my church and stuff, so they're just really down to earth, and I like them a lot.
Okay. So you have a promising career. Do you have a band?
No, I don't.
Did you used to?
When I played out places, it was more like restaurants and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So it would just be kind of acoustic. So if I did have people, it would just be like a guitar player and bass player, and just me playing too. So
you're pursuing your passion, which you've had for how many years, would you say?
I've always loved music, but like seriously pursuing it probably like 3 years.
And it's just been a daily pursuit. This is what I want to be.
Yeah, I practice every day for hours.
And well, that's great. And I would only offer you should apply for the Italian American Scholarship. You can't get it this year, but it is open for people who are already in college.
Oh, cool.
And this year we're giving away $21,000.
Oh my gosh.
So,
yeah, that would be awesome.
I have zero doubt that you would get a scholarship from that.
Cool.
So I encourage you to do that, and I think you should also go to the club and meet the people, because at the club there's live entertainment 5 nights a week, and a number of entertainers like to go there. Like Steve Lawrence is down there all the time, and Lorraine Hunt, who was an entertainer here, she owns a bootlegger. She's got her career started as that, and then she became lieutenant governor. Remember that? And so, I think this is probably maybe the second best city in the country to get into the music business. Yesterday we interviewed Jerry Tiffy, and he said if he hadn't been here, he would have gone to LA because there's just more. There's more things you could do. He said, here you can be an entertainer, but there you could go into movies and stuff. But I think, speaking on behalf of the rest of the world, congratulations, and everybody's proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great. Good.
Thank you so much.
So that was, you were